preppers, 'tis I, the Rumpled One. Well, you know I like to watch other prepping videos, and one of the comments I saw, they busted the guy, said, your preps aren't organized, they're a mess. And I've seen other people, they show their, storage rooms, their garages, and, they even admit it's a mess, they can't find anything. Well, let me give you a couple little hints on how to organize your preps. First tip comes from one of my favorite authors, Robert Ringer. I remember reading this from him a long time ago, maybe a couple decades, but I adopted this philosophy and it allows me to put my hands on just about anything in a minute or less. What you do is, you go to the dollar store, you get yourself an address book, or maybe you've got some lying around or you got some free somewhere, but get an address book. What you do is, say you've got a box, you're going to put stuff in the box. Well, most people put stuff in the box, they might stick it on the shelf. Some people take the step of labeling the box. Well, if you got 100 boxes and you're looking for toilet paper, you know you've got it in there. Well, where did I put the toilet paper box? Well, you see, what you do is, you get your address book and you go to letter T and you write down toilet paper. And then on the boxes, you number each box. So maybe that was box 10. So you write toilet paper and then you put 10 by it. So the next time you need toilet paper, you go to your address book, you open up to the T section, you look for toilet paper, you go, oh, it's in box 10. Guaranteed, a minute or less, anything you want. Now, some people might say, well, what if you lose the address book? Well, you can still always label the outside of the box. Or, since we are in the 21st century, instead of using the address book, you can simply stick it in a Word file or Notepad file, and then you can always use the search function of the computer, Control F, and you type in what you're looking for, and just like that, you're there. So either way, you might have a handy laptop, but sometimes it's better to go old school. That's one way of organizing your preps. Another way of organizing your preps is, once again, you're going to put things in boxes. And what you do is, like for food, you go to the store, you get your rice, your beans, your canned goods, and you put a month's supply in a box. Then you get another box, and then you start on that box. You start building up your preps. So if you're a brand new prepper, you've only got one box. So you put it in there. Things that you're going to use, your salt, your sugar, your pepper, your coffee, your tea. Things you're going to be using every day, but you still are prepping. So you put about a month's supply in. So then, whenever you need something, you go to that first box. But when you go to the store that week or that month, you start loading everything in the second box. And so you've got, it's kind of like a conveyor belt or assembly line. You load in the back, but you take out the front. And that way you cycle through all the things that can spoil. So those are two ways I like to organize my preps. And I hope that helps. And remember, if you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail.